All right, hey, welcome back to another Get to Know You edition here at Bangert. I'm Kurt with Bangert Inc., and I've got Lisa with me today.
Hello, nice to meet everybody.
So Lisa's one of our team members here, instrumental in building out what we call the Bangert deployment system. Tell me a little bit about how you got involved with construction software, all that kind of thing.
Sure. So when I was fresh out of school, I went into auditing right away. Probably within 7 years, I was in a construction firm that mainly did construction audits. During that process, got to know owners, got to know the clients, and just loved the atmosphere. So then I got into the controller CFO role in a couple of general contractors and just fell in love with the culture. I always liked building things when I was little.
Sure.
I liked carpentry, but I'm also an accountant, I went to school for that and love numbers.
So how long have you been doing it? Roughly.
So let's see. 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lots of experience.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about, we've built out the Bangert deployment system, for instance, but you've experienced what we call the old way of doing stuff too. And you've experienced that from a customer perspective as well as being a consultant in that role.
Yep.
What's the difference?
Okay, the big difference. So when I was doing a controller role, and you guys were our firm, it was, call, wait for somebody. Oh crap, I don't want to call because they're going to charge me.
Yeah.
By the hour, and service was great. It was though I'm paying for it.
Right.
So you really hinder yourself on that perspective. You just won't call.
Every time you call, you're thinking, okay, there's going to be a bill associated with the call.
Yep.
It's not just chit chat.
Correct. Yeah. And depending on who you get to, their level of experience might be different than someone else's, and so there's 2 hours versus one, right?
Oh, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
What way do you go there?
Yeah, there's a natural conflict, right? You want to do the right thing with the customer. At the same time, you have these requirements for your employment, if you will.
Yep.
And they're often in conflict. So now, how does deployment change that model?
It basically takes away that hard conversation you have to have. You want to help your client, but then you don't have to worry about a change order. I'm going to have this hard discussion, and then the relationship changes, right?
Yeah.
They don't want to use you. Well, I want you to call. We want to help you with your business, and the on-demand content that they can get to. If they're that type of person, they like to watch the videos and learn. It really gives the client the power. How do I automate my AP bill process?
Right, how to solve the big problems.
Yes,
right?
To make it efficient and fun, the fun stuff of software.
Yeah.
We didn't have that with the hourly model. I don't know how many hard conversations we had to have before.
Well, didn't you enjoy those though?
Good Lord, no. But it makes it fun. And this last year, we were going through a deployment, and one of our clients said, "This is so much fun." And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, did I just hear that?
When have you ever heard, somebody going through an implementation going, "I'm having fun"? Usually it's like, put me out of my misery.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. It is actually kind of funny. You start getting them excited, and they want to go faster.
Yeah.
And they want to deploy all the stuff that we're like, okay, let's get you deployed. Let's get the fun stuff in there. Ish,
first
but let's
first.
Get there. Yeah, right. Let's get. We'll get there. Let's go.
Yeah, that's.
It's really fun to watch.
Well, one thing I'll point out in this video, as a matter of fact, we've been laughing quite a bit. I don't think if we were doing it the old way, we'd be laughing.
No. I remember some of the meetings, and it was we had tasks to do. I mean, there was a laundry list on our all hands meetings that you're just okay.
How am I going to get that done? Right. Yeah. I mean, you went from
more.
How on earth can I possibly do all this to I can work a 40-hour week. I can be done with my work at the end of the day, and we're laughing together. And do you think that comes through to customers?
Oh yes. People have said we're personable, we're fun to work with. I think we've got that on a couple of our reviews.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't know if they probably would have said that about me in particular. I mean, I try to have that no matter what,
Sure.
but how can you when you're stressed too?
Yeah, well, you're working with this customer and you're thinking about the next 3 you have to get
Yes.
to, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, I have a whole lot more to ask you. This is kind of a get to know you. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you being here on the team.
Thank you. I appreciate
All
it
right.
as well.
Great. Well, hey, for some of Lisa's great content, check out our YouTube channel. Stay tuned for the next Get to Know You video.